Fuji X-S20 is one of the most requested cameras on this channel, and we have one here today, and we are going to be doing a portrait session with my friend Grace. Grace, say hi.
Hi.
I like how you leaned into a mic that didn't even exist.
Hi.
But we are doing a portrait session with the Fuji X-S20 and the 15 to 45 kit lens. Big shout out to my friend Drake who let me borrow this camera. I am so stoked to try it out, and everyone on my channel has been asking me to try this out. So without further ado, let's go shoot. Okay, so the first thing I noticed with this camera is the size. Genuinely, when I put this in my hands for the very first time, I realized how good it just fits ergonomically. It's a bit larger than, let's say, a Fuji X106, like the smaller camera bodies from Fuji, but it is still smaller than, let's say, my camera, the Sony a7 IV, which makes a lot of sense for this level of camera. This camera falls into the kind of prosumer level where you're probably gonna be a content creator or a traveler that wants to take more elevated professional pictures, but it's not going to be a main workhorse professional camera, and that makes a lot of sense for the size of this guy. It's got a really nice grip for the hands as well as a thumb rest on the back here, and it feels super lightweight, especially with this kit lens, the 15 to 45 on here as well. The X-S20 is kind of like that friend that makes everything fun, but doesn't need to be the center of attention. It's unassuming, but still creates amazing end result pictures straight out of camera. For this shoot, we mainly shot JPEGs to showcase the amazing film simulations and recipes you can create straight out of camera on this camera. And once again, like every other Fuji that I've shot in the past with, the Fuji X100V, the 6, the Fuji X-H2S, there's a lot of names now that I'm thinking about it, and this guy, the X-S20, they all create amazing images straight out of camera. And that's, I think, the most masterful thing with Fuji is that they kind of like just understand the aesthetic of their target audience without them even having to ask. Yes, it leans more towards the film end of things, but that's what their target audience wants. They want rich colors that don't look overproduced, oversaturated, overbaked into the image, and just give the user, the photographer, a good final image that they can go ahead and publish. Now let's not forget the final images are very important, but it also matters how you feel shooting with the camera every single day. And with this guy, the shooting experience is fantastic. It has just enough buttons and dials and switches that make it feel really easy and ergonomic and efficient to use as a more pro camera as opposed to just a consumer level camera. And for that, I give it major points. And as much as you want to say it might be a gimmick, the tilty flippy screen on the X-S20 is an absolute must feature that I love. I know I use it every single day, even as a professional photographer on my Sony a7 IV. It might look a bit gimmicky and a bit silly and a bit less professional, but it is honestly one of the most useful tools I have on my cameras, and I love it on this guy. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the Fuji X-S20 isn't trying to be the most fanciest, isn't trying to be the best, it's just trying to be fun and still deliver a really high quality end image that you can use for any kind of project. Today in studio here with Grace, our focus was to shoot a spec shoot for Levi's, and with this guy, with the recipes on the Fuji and the quality that this camera produces, I'm really happy with the results. And sometimes a camera like this is exactly what you need. A camera that doesn't take itself too seriously, a camera that is just fun and easy and ergonomic to use. I've used that word probably 100 times in this video, but I mean it. It just feels really fun and easy and ergonomic to use on a daily basis, especially if you are in that prosumer category. And like I mentioned in the intro, all these photos were shot with the kit lens, the 15-45 lens on this camera. So just imagine what other XF lenses from Fuji can do for you with this camera combination. That would be a fantastic combo to try out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Today was super fun shooting with Grace. I love how the images turned out on this camera. Grace, did you have fun?
Had a great time.
Amazing. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe down below, and do not forget to comment what other cameras and videos you want to see more of on this channel. But until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.